On to all of my Sagittarius. So you have the High Priestess, sorry about that, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the World, okay, the Strength, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, okay, the Five of Swords, and the Tower. So what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, is the High Priestess, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is about for you, Sagittarius, finally leaving those harsh times. The High Priestess represents severity. When it rains, it pours. Things are happening to you. That's one of the things that it represents. Things are happening to you, and a lot of you, Sagittarius, have to just essentially, at the time, relax, learn to go through the difficult times. The Two of Swords, learn to go through the difficult times, but also not allow yourself to get discouraged. Guard yourself as well, because you were a little bit paranoid as to who was really on your side when it just seemed like everyone looked like an enemy. But the Knight of Cups, now you're out of that mentality. You're doing much better than what you were before. Let's see if you're ready to date. Let's see. The World, the Strength. A lot of you Sagittarius, I'll say, a lot of you Sagittarius are willing to get back to dating again. And I'm seeing that some of you Sagittarius are already starting to scope out, right? Already never can get a good Sagittarius down. A lot of you Sagittarius are already starting to scope out other people, see what's going on. See who you deem as worthy of you approaching them, trying to get to know them. The Strength card represents being more aware, though, of people who are a little bit more, who are too caught up with their own ego to get out of their own way. The Nine of Wands, okay, the Nine of Wands represents, because now a lot of you Sagittarius are able to tell when someone is not necessarily very ready for a relationship, just based off of your own experiences and what you've been learning over here. A lot of you Sagittarius are going to be more aware the next time, as I should say, not next time, because you're already doing it, as you Sagittarius are out here moving and shaking, you know, out here into the world. Y'all are going to be more aware. Very aware, because now y'all know some of the things on what to look out for, you know. And I want to get you Sagittarius to the point where even the slightest of someone playing games, even the slightest, you know, like the slightest of weights, the slightest of anything, any game that people are playing, you are aware of, and you go, nah. What do you mean? Nah, you hustling. Stop hustling. Stop trying to run that game. Because people will try to play like they're slick, and they'll try to run that game in a way where they don't think that you Sagittarius are actually aware. They'll try to come off like, you know, for instance, had to stop talking to a couple of people because, like I said, you know, obviously not together at the same time, but I had to stop talking to a couple of people sequentially because you know, they were running game. And what I mean by that is, you know, one of them didn't necessarily understand that I had their back. So what would happen is that they would like ask me questions like, oh, do you care, this, that, and the third? And it's like, well, obviously I do, right? That's the whole reason why it is I'm here. So why would I not care if I'm already here and I'm already talking to you, right? But as for right now, I was talking to the person, waiting to see what it is that they're gonna do, because I'm being forthcoming, letting the person know what it is that I've got going on, but I'm letting them know, right? I'm not keeping them on the outside. I am being transparent with them and letting them know that this is what's going on with me. And the person still chooses to like me. So I'm like, okay, cool. But long story short, the person didn't really understand the principle of letting me breathe, right? Letting me do my own thing, right? They wanted to, in other words, they wanted to get me into a relationship, even though I was letting them know that we're not in a relationship because the other person was far, right? They didn't live in New York. So I'm like, you're not really the person whom I'm dating, unless you legitimately planning on coming here, right? Potentially even moving here. You're not really someone who I'm dating. So I gotta get up and do me, But at the same time, I'm not completely cutting you out to the point where I'm being super disrespectful to you. And what happened is that, like I said, the person didn't understand that, because the first time, right, I had actually gotten the common cold in December, and the person didn't understand that, like, I'm not running game on you. Essentially what I'm doing is that I'm just really, I'm really got the common cold severely. So I'm over here about ready to throw up on camera and stuff like this, struggling to keep the food down, and I, finally I'm actually getting, instead of just drinking water, and the person is like coming at me, the person I'm talking to, they're coming at me, or I should say talking about, they're coming at me like I'm lying to them. And it's like, this, I'm having, normally I would just dub you, but I'm having patience with you, extra patience and tolerance, because, I'm not running game on you. But then the person tried to, in another scenario, I'm over here hanging out with the person, right? Not physically, but I mean, like, as far as texting the person, trying to get to know the person, and they're making it very worse on themselves because they're asking me questions to find out if I care. It's like, you playing too much. Isn't it obvious? Why do you need to come at me in roundabout ways? That gets me upset. That you want to get dumped? Do that, because I know when someone's running game. And the same thing goes for you, Sagittarius. You, Sagittarius, should get to a point where a person running any kind of game whatsoever should frustrate you, because there is no point in running games. How are you going to try to run game on a person that you're literally supposed to be dating? You're literally looking for these people to date you. You understand what I'm saying? And you're gonna run game on them. What is that? You're literally being intimate with that person and you're running game on them. What is that? And that's the type of scenario that they're in. They have no people skills, Sagittarius. So because of the fact that they have no people skills, they feel like this is false, but they are going to run game on you in that way. They're going to do stuff like that. And the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles is about how you, Sagittarius, should continue to move forward. You, Sagittarius, are moving forward from anybody who is going to run that type of game on you, because there's no point. Like I said before, there's no point. Why would someone choose to run game on you when all they have to do is just have a conversation with you, directly ask you what it is? But see, this goes to show you the lack of trust. People don't, when you being direct and when you being forthcoming and when you actually being honest with yours, so many people, like, you could see the loser in people. No disrespect to anyone, but you could see because I've called myself a loser for having this mentality at one point in my life. When I did, you could see the loser in mentality in people. The idea that you're winning because you got people that actually care about you, that is honest, that you are attracted to, that does have a plan. But instead of you allow yourself to be kept, I'm not saying you, instead of them allow themselves to be kept by understanding that they do deserve it. My cat laying down on my weights, but on my barbells, but I mean my dumbbells, but okay, whatever. Um, Instead of them taking the win, they're still suspicious. I need to do this. I need to run game. I need to do, why? So a lot of you Sagittarius are starting to understand, or you should understand, the value in being direct. A lot of people are so caught up. Let me tell you something about all that game and game stuff. Like I said before, this is why it is I play all that game and having to run all these set of games down. The reason why is because, again, all these set of games that people play, most of these games that people are playing, there is no necessity for it. Now, again, if you must run game because it's very important, because it's a life or get your TV turned off situation, if you catch my drift, run the game that you need to run. If run the game in order to save yourself, run the game. But again, we're talking about war tactics here. We're talking about stuff like this. So how you going to be in a relationship, right, Sagittarius? How is someone going to be in a relationship with you and run war tactics on you, but be in a relationship? What are you doing? And then act like they're not doing it. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles represents, again, so a lot of you Sagittarius are going to be aware of this, but a lot of you Sagittarius are not afraid of this. You're not even apprehensive of this. You just see it for what it is. You're better off. You know more of when someone's running the game, what it even looks like. You are aware of someone when the person is doing it. And you're going to leave them alone when they start running that game. The Five of Swords and the Tower now represent, so as a result, the Five of Swords is that when people try to play it off like they're curving you, they're not interested, they're dubbing you Sagittarius are going to be like, no, you're not. The problem is you're curving me because you know that I'm aware that you're playing a game, and you're very frustrated because I'm choosing not to participate, because that's how easy games are to deflate, like a balloon. Just don't participate in their game. Just don't do it. Choose to not participate in it. The only thing at this point is for you Sagittarius to know when someone is being sincere and when someone is running game. And when the person is running game, choose not to participate. When a person is being sincere, depending on your own situation, you can still choose to participate or not. I just had someone that needed my assistance that I was giving a reading to yesterday. Guess what? Very patient with this person, because I can tell that they're not trying to run game on me and stuff like this. Now, if they had run game, I would have just hung up the phone on them, to be honest with you. But the fact that they wasn't running game, guess what? They got what they wanted. And that's the mentality that a lot of you say. It's early in the morning here, but that's the mentality that a lot of you Sagittarius should have. A lot of you Sagittarius should always have that winner's mentality. You're doing great. You're doing fine. You're talking to people. You're seeing the games that people are playing. You're more prepared now more than ever. Let's clarify the Tower, shall we? Let's clarify the Tower. The Hanged Man, the Fool, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Right. They're blaming people who are running game. They're going to be trying to blame you for things that doesn't even have anything to do with you, right? But the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles represents you Sagittarius are not going to let what it is that, the gaslighting gets you down. A lot more of you Sagittarius are going to see the gaslighting or the gaslight, and you're going to look at it and you're going to say, yeah, this is not you. Because it's not you. You Sagittarius are generally great people, at least at least a lot of the Sagittarius that I've met are generally great people, and don't allow people to talk trash about you. Allow people, if they are going to say some things that you don't particularly like, let them say things about you, even though you don't like it, that are true, right? Don't let people say things about you that are not true, okay? And the thing about it is that the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups represent, and a lot of you Sagittarius are going to move on with your lives. Two of Cups, you're going to continue to date other people. You may even find someone soon after, I should say, I will say very recently. You will find someone very soon anyway. So who cares about the people who are gaslighting you? Move on with your life and enjoy yourself. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. As of right now, we have 6,400 Sagittarius. I never would have seen my channel growing at the pace that it is. Thanks to all of the zodiac signs. Thank you for you Sagittarius on and off screen. Appreciate you. Comment on the video, well, I should say, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit that notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Also, too, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Into the Mystic Ash. Into the Mystic Ash is a very good tarot reader in her own right, as well as making lip balms, candles. Shout outs to you for that. Really appreciate it. You know what I mean? And go over there and check out her channel. I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the comment section. Thank you. Peace.